don't think I would have ever said this, but it feels good to be back at work. All right, so that must be that feeling that you get after you rip the hell out of a pack and you successfully land without crashing it. I'm not an experienced pilot. I'm not a veteran pilot. Up here in northwestern Michigan, it is very hard to fly all year round. So I mess around here and there. There's just depending on the weather, and having decent batteries that get me 3 or 4 minutes of flight time in the middle of winter. I just feel like I can't fly enough in the winter to get more experienced, to build that confidence. But after that pack, I feel like I did something. So, guys, thanks for watching. See ya. What's going on, guys? Doing another thing tonight, getting on here and going live. I see Vicious is in here, Booster's in here. Don't know who else is in here right now. I see 3 people. But guys, we're finishing up, wrapping up this player 1 here. This is the player 1 that Mr. Spat sent me, from the FPV Hangouts. I know I did like a Maiden kind of flight with this thing. I know I did that. But if you guys can see, it's missing something. Let's see here. Where's my finger? Right in there. It's missing something. All I got's the flight controller. I had to stick the, what is that? The ESC right on top due to size constraints. Vicious, you told me, Booster, thanks, man. That was my most recent video that I put up on YouTube. Vicious, you told me that this was going to be a motherfucker. You told me that there was very little room in this thing. I was actually advised to put the flight controller underneath of the ESC. Almost dropped this thing. But I was advised to stick the flight controller under the ESC, so when I go to pop the roof off this thing, and stick it right here on this camera that's right here. You guys can't see it right now, but when you guys see this, yeah, it's looking fresh. But I'm looking rough as shit. It's Friday. But yeah, when I go to take the roof off this thing, you guys are gonna the first thing you guys are gonna notice is the ESC. You guys are gonna see no flight controller, only because the flight controller is buried underneath this thing. My ESC is so big. That's what she said. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now before y'all start putting it in the damn comments. This what do you call it? This the ESC, it's a 50 amp. It's a 50 amp stack by Mamba. But the stack is so big, so long. The way that it mounts in between the front and rear arms, I was afraid something was gonna come loose, touch. Carbon fiber. What the fuck? Carbon fiber, it's a conductant, so is what it is. So, but first things first, guys, I ordered this shit on Sunday and it is Friday, and this finally came in the mail. Let's see here, what do we need? We need holy cow, something got bigger. I don't know what happened over here. What is? Oh yeah, I gotta click this button here. I got confused on what I was doing. Now guys, I am gonna try and keep up on the comments over here. I got the stream up in front of me. That way, well, actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me move you. Let's get rid of this. I don't need that there anymore. That way, at least I can stick the comments right in front of me. I mean, I really don't need to see myself talk, need to see myself stream, but everything I need to see in order to operate the stream is gonna be right over here. So. But at least you guys are right in front of me. Vicious, man, thanks for the compliment there on the studio. This is the man cave. You guys can't see everything in here. All right. First things first. Now, guys, I ordered this from what the fuck? What is this one? Ah, I'm in the wrong one. My God, wrong camera view. Alright, here we go. Alright, first class mail. You know what? I want to see something. I never thought to look at this before, but how the lettering is backwards. I wonder if I could flip vertical? No, that's definitely not right. All right, guys, you guys are gonna hang out in here with me while I try to adjust this. I'm trying to and I didn't put lettering in front of the camera before, so let's try and flip vertical again. Nope, that's definitely not doing that. Or no, wait, is there a mirror? I don't know why, guys. That is bothering the shit out of me. Invert selection. No, that didn't. That definitely didn't do it. Let's go to transform, flip, rotate 180 degrees. How about flip horizontal? Because I don't see it. Oh shit! There we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. I got this. So now you guys can read. They sent this first class to my house that you guys can't see. All right. I don't want nobody sending me their fucking dirty laundry. Somebody had my address and they never sent it. Mr. Blaze! Yeah. Vicious, I mean, I'm glad, man, you know what? Hey, for those of you guys that are in here watching this right now, I see there's 5 of you guys. Guys, Vicious helped me, so, I guess you could say, not build the computer, but I guess you could say we virtually hung out and built this thing. We built the computer. I physically put it together. Even after it was physically put together, he still stuck around, and he was a major help when it came to getting this stuff done. So, you know, shout out to Vicious Stitches for helping me with this. I see he's talking about the... he's talking about... Oh, look at the fucking ninjas in here now. Look at that. Y'all better get some more people in here. Y'all about to get fucked up. Alright. Basically right now I'm trying to gently tear into the packaging for the what do you call it? For the antenna and the longer CATX Vista cable. I opted for a 15 centimeter antenna for this, I guess you could say, for this particular build. Versus the standard, I want to say it's like a, I don't even know what it is. I think it's like a, I don't even know how long the other one is. I'm thinking millimeters, but it's not very big. I'd say it's a good inch difference in size in at least the pole itself. When I say the pole, the rod itself on the one that you would get sent to you, it is a lot shorter. I want to say that it is maybe, I'll use the tweezers here. I'm going to use the tweezers to hold the rod. So typically when you get your Vista, it's only going to be about that, roughly that long. So this one here is going to be basically twice as long, and just to kind of give you guys a rough idea, I don't know if this is going to be a smart thing to do. Actually, I'll stick my finger in there to... Alright, come on, go. I'm trying to stick a Cadillac in a doghouse and it's not wanting to work. So I might opt for another camera mount back here, or not camera mount, and then a new antenna mount, or a different antenna mount. I might actually change the angle of that a little bit, see if I can't get that changed to maybe stick up a little bit further. But as of right now, the way that it's looking is we're kind of like this at this angle right now. Hopefully the props aren't in the way. I mean, it's not exactly flat, but it's not exactly 45. You know, I don't know if there's anything that I'll be able to do to stand that up a little bit more without having to 3D print something, but I need to 3D print a bunch of other things anyways. I'm going to give this thing a Bumblebee look. Bumblebee from Transformers, so we're going to see how that goes. The TPU just showed up today, so I'm going to leave this here. This is FPV Cycle. That's where I got everything today. I had no idea FPV Cycle even existed until what was it? I want to say it was Friday or Saturday, the last time I streamed, and these guys were telling me I'll go ahead and order it from there, and I think I just went ahead and ordered it while I was in the stream. But I'm not saying they have everything, but I think because they're not so big, they have what others might not have, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, but that's it. Vicious, Spat, you guys should bang up, hit up Mr. Sean and get him in here. I tried sending him a message on Facebook just a little while ago. He must be doing the hibbity hibbity at home. So, but you know, oh, also Vicious, I did see your message earlier. I went back to work on Monday, and things have just been so hectic, man. But I will hit you back up personally. I was hoping I had a factory size antenna back there, but I do not. I do not have a factory antenna from when I ordered the Vista, but I do have my Obsession frame, which does have the original Vista size antenna. So I am gonna attempt. Let's see here. We're gonna go to number 2. See if this is the right camera angle that I want to show you guys. Okay, you guys are up there. All right, that'll work. Perfect. All right, here is the original Vista antenna. So obviously you guys can see as far as size. Where's it at? There's that one, and here is, I'm gonna try, okay, it goes all the way down to there. So here's your size comparison. You guys can see the new one, what they're classifying as the 15 centimeter Vista antenna versus the stock size antenna. It's not very long at all. So this is gonna work good for me. So, but this is my Obsession. You guys remember this thing here, this beauty? The props used to be painted until I nosedived this thing into the ground and bent 2 of the 4 props. I just need to get me some more props and get those dipped as well. So, put you back there. Now guys, I have not done this yet. I have not done a what do you call it? Let's go, where are we at? 3. All right. I have not done a cable swap yet. Although you guys can see I did take the camera side off, and I was worried that when I took the camera side off, I'm actually looking for that cable right now. La-di-da-dee. This is my organizational skills at its finest. I don't know what I did with that cable. I may have already put it away, but needless to say, both ends look exactly like this. I'm going to use the back of FPV Cycles sticker here so you guys can see. Let me move that plate away. But this is pretty much it. I'm hoping you guys can see that clearly. It's just a ribbon cable. It is very thin, very fragile. When you guys take these things out, I will show you. You want to use a small screwdriver and pry up on the very ends, not trying to grab the cable and pull straight up. We don't want to do that. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of you guys, you messaged these scoops and sent him the link. Perfect. Thanks, Vicious. His girl showed up today. Oh, she showed up. I thought she was supposed to be in yesterday. I thought she was supposed to be there yesterday. Whew. Yeah, they're probably in there listening to Marvin Gaye right now. Let's get it on. Mr. Spat, that ninja is fire. Fire. Oh, so fucking Spat's the fire ninja? I thought Spat was the Spat ninja. But anyway, yeah, there we go. All right, let's get in here. Let's get this cover taken off. All right. I don't have batteries in my headlamp. I didn't know that this thing was coming in today. For the last couple of days, my UPS, what is that called? UPS, what was it? The USPS tracking page has been down. So I didn't even know this thing was coming today. I figured it would have been here tomorrow. So, but it's here. I'm happy. I'm going to see how hard I can run into a tree with this thing to see if this thing can live up to its name. Maybe I'll fly it for a little while first, then wrap it into a tree. Vicious, or no, wait, let's see here. You like that? I modify. Yeah, you can't give Spat something without Spat making his own rendition of it. You can't. I have not been with the FPV community with you guys throughout Hangouts for very long. But I do know that you can't give Spat something without Spat putting his own twist on it. Which isn't a bad thing. You know, I have never seen that to be a problem. So, alright. Now that's got a lot of gummy shit right there. So if as soon as I go, okay, now guys, what I did, I don't know if you guys seen that or not. I'm going to use this little Allen key here. This fine piece of equipment. I'm going to resort back over here to the white sticker so you guys can see that on the darker background. Yeah. So 4 screws on the very outside of the Vista. Went ahead and took those out. As I look at it from the side, it looks like there's a separator down here underneath the ribbon cable, or the coax cable. Different companies call it different things. If I go that far down, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to help me accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. So I got the tin plate on top, and then I could see the board directly underneath that. So I'm taking apart. Basically leaving the bottom, what would be 1, 2, 3, 4 layers out of 6. So the bottom 4 layers out of 6 are going to stay together, and I'm basically peeling apart. And you guys are going to see the thermal putty underneath here as I go to pull this up. And I'm not trying to pry it at an angle. Although it looks like it's going to want to do that to me. It looks like it's going to do what I don't want it to do. So, alright, so you guys can see the ribbon cable come out here. And I am trying to monitor the comments as well, just in case you guys say, hey, no, this is what you're supposed to do. So, but I see the ribbon cable here that goes to the camera that's in my hand. Now, with the direction that this is, I wish I had a marker. Let me see if you know what I have a marker right here. That's black. We're not going to use black. Mr. Spat knows my favorite color. I'm sure he'll understand this, and I'm hoping it shows up. Right here on this side. You guys see the ribbon cable coming out here? Over here on this side here. You guys might not be able to see it depending on the clarity of the camera. But there is a part of the ribbon cable that goes up here from the middle section. You guys are going to see that as soon as I go to open this up. And I'm trying to just let that blue putty do its thing, and it don't look like it's cooperating with me very, very well. I'm trying to get it to pop, but I'm gonna just help it here. Okay. There. Completely separated. That's just some gummy mess of ugh. So, alright. Now next. And I'm trying to do this from remembering the video. Right up here in the front, there is the same size Allen key or hex key. I'm going to smush this back down just for a moment. But it's the same size hex key as everything that holds it together as the other 3. I think this is 1.5 maybe. It just fell out down here. What that hex key does, it's to help lock the ribbon cable down. And like I said, I'm trying to do this from a video that I watched. Okay. Without any... I'm looking around right now to see if I can't see my other headlamp. I have a headlight, then I don't know where it is. So, you know what I might do? Guys, it's going to get a little darker on me, so... I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to bring this this fancy light down just a little bit, and I'm actually going to crank the, whatchamacallit up. That's thermal paste. What did I call it? Yeah, I do have some. I do have some left over. I just can't remember what this shit's called. Alrighty. Now, where was I? There's that cable, and this is the cable that I want to get off. Is right there. So, you know what? Okay, yeah, the guard fell off right there. Okay. So now I'm gonna take a small flathead screwdriver. Guys, if you've been in here, you guys know that I'm never prepared for this shit. Is this a flathead screwdriver? No. All right. So what I'm doing now is at the very sides, I am trying to just lift that little lip up a little bit. I might be able to get it with my fingernail, but getting my fingernail all the way in there or underneath there is going to be a little harder than I anticipated. So tweezers. I'm to be honest with you, I am waiting for Spat to say something about equipment or something. Ooh, I know what would work really, really well. And there's a couple of you in here that know who my wife is. If I cut my finger off, find her on Facebook, let her know I'm out here bleeding to death. I already tried blowing myself up once. I think Johnny Blaze was in here for that one. Okay, and I don't see that razor blade. Where is that thing? That is my trusty blue handled right there. Alright. And of course I just fucking dropped it in a box of darkness. Alright, what else do I got in here that I can cut myself with? Perfect. The knife with the little putty on it. Or the tweezers. Not tweezers, the cutters. Side cutters. There. And all I'm doing is just getting underneath that little lip just enough to let it pop off and then do its thing. Then it's done. Now, I don't know if there's technically a way these things go on, but there's only one way that it can go correctly. There's no really instructions on it that says this and this and this and that. So I think Johnny was saying I think he said he was going to be getting into Vista. So, old cable. Here's the new cable. Obviously, I think you guys are going to be able to see exactly why I needed the new cable. The Vista unit is going to be going back here. The camera's up here. And these little fucking cables, they don't stretch. So, and it's, I'm just really short on it. So, I ordered the only size that they have, because right now finding Cadex Vista equipment is hard. So, I ordered the longest one they had, which just so happened to be the only one that they had. So, I'm going to have more than enough here to, I'm probably just going to have to put like a little loop in it like this, and probably zip tie it in there, maybe hot glue it in there. I don't know. Maybe I'll use some Gorilla Glue. We don't know yet. But right now, I am concentrating on getting this in here. Now, Johnny, this one's for you. If you look at this piece here, this cover. This cover is for the back of the Cadex Vista camera itself. You could see how the inside, this is obviously going to be your inside here, the smoother side without all the, what would look like, I guess, enforcement structure there. This smooth side will go on the outside, so this is for the camera, and this end back here is for the Vista itself, the Vista air unit, I call it. I call it an air unit. Every time I say air unit around Mr. Two Scoops, yeah, he don't like that. It's not an air unit. So, and doing this and showing you guys while everything is still together is going to be a little difficult. I might be able to get that putty back apart. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Okay. There. Okay, so there. There's two different connectors on here. This end here obviously is what seats directly into this ribbon cable over here. You know, it's basically right on top. Hold on, let me reply to my wife. My wife's freaking out about propane. Not freaking out, but yeah, it will. Okay, all done. Alright, so now what we're going to do is kind of inspect the cable just a little bit to see what parts are where, because I don't even have my reading glasses out here. I see a lot of people, they try putting on like, what would you call them? What's the word I'm thinking of? They put on like jeweler glasses and stuff with the magnifying lenses. To me, that would add too much weight to the front of my face and it would start hurting the back of my neck. So what I found, even though I don't need reading glasses, I found that, you know, wearing them actually helps. Guys, you can go to a dollar store and pick up a pair of reading glasses. The dollar store, and just pick up a $1 pair of reading glasses just to give it a try, just to see how it's going to work. And worst case scenario, they don't work, you throw them away. But for me, they actually help really well. So, alright, so I got the ribbon cable down on the Vista itself. So now I'm going to flip this back over. And I'm going to, well, let's see here. Before I do that, hold on, let's take a time out for a second. Because thou was not paying that much attention, I might have to pull out the old Obsession. I might have to pull that back out and see exactly how this is going to go on here. But needless to say, this is a little spongy. It's like kind of springy a little bit on the one side of this little clamp, whatever. I'm looking at this now, so when this goes back together, this is going to go here, that's going to go there. We're doing this, remember guys, we are doing this together. Okay, I see how it's going to go now. Okay, so these are going to go here, so I need to kind of line those up. Alright, there's a hole in the board, that's there, that's there. That looks like it's going to line up nicely. I just gave it a little squeeze. It's set in back here. Everything else set in place. A little bit of the thermal paste came out, and that's it. So now I'm going to take this again over here. Johnny, if you're still watching, right here there's a little pin that sits up in this aluminum housing or this aluminum casing. And then your screw hole is right over here on this side. Where's that marker? There. And then here's your screw hole. I'll bring it up so you can see a little bit better. It might be too much washout on you. I don't know. But I'm hoping you can see it there. But like I said, the pin's over here, so when we go to put this back on, if I can hold on to the damn thing, it's going to go like this with that. You guys can see the mesh, and then you got the ribbon cable there. All I'm going to do is flip this over, put that around the pin, and I'm holding it as low as I can while I'm doing this. That way I can get this side over here, slide it where it's got to go. You can see this, it's got like a little bit of resistance there. You can almost hear it snap back down when I let it go. And then I'm going to put that screw back in it. And all that's to do is to help hold that ribbon cable in place so it don't vibrate loose while in flight. If it vibrates loose while it's in flight, there's a endless amount of possibilities of things that could go wrong, and someone could get hurt, and someone could lose a drone, and then someone could gain a drone. So okay, so I'm trying to think of how I can do this and keep that pressed down and keep my finger out of there at the same time. Alright. Is it magnetic? Of course not. My trusty Allen key is, that is. Alright, so... Alright, that's done. Now just tighten it up a little bit more. All done. Alright, so that stayed in place. I can visually see that it's, you know, it's compressed down where it needs to be, and I got the screw in. So now you guys can see on the opposite side, little screws on on the outside of all four corners. And of course, I don't have Chinese hands. I have American hands, and if you have some country bred hands, you're gonna struggle with little itty-bitty screws. Perfect. So hey, did anybody have a chance to get in Brock's stream last night and check it out? I kind of missed it. I didn't realize it was going on until, I don't want to say it was too late, but I just, you know, I didn't see any notification of it on any of the social media platforms until I guess you could say I had, you know, other arrangements being done, you know. But it was nice, you know, I guess it was nice to see that they were back on. Alright. There we go. That's it. Now just a small little twist. Snug. That was a little looser than I thought. Snug. Snug. I think I got my mind twisted around when I started moving it around and I forgot which ones I'd already done. Alright. Now, that part's done. Now this end over here will end up going onto the CADX Vista camera itself. So we're going to set that to the side along with the camera. Little Allen key. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, guys, it's going to get a little loud. If you have headphones in, kind of turn them down for a second. I'm going to use an electric screwdriver to get the prop nuts off. One, more. Alright, I'm all done. This microphone picks up all of that sound really well, and I just didn't want to blow your eardrums out. That was awesome. Good to see that on. Yeah, it's definitely nice, you know, especially, you know, it just, I think, like I said the other night, I mean, it just sucked because, you know, it was like first Flip, you know, he had his shit going on, and then, Lights Out, he tried, you know, he started doing a little something, but I think he had to go travel for work or something, if I'm not mistaken, and then, Rax, he's got things going on. You know, and we all, everybody, it's, you know, summer's coming. I'm up here in northwestern Michigan. I'm further north than Mr. Spat is, for if any of you know where he's at roughly. And when summer, when as soon as the snow's gone and it's been gone for like a month and you're getting somewhat decent weather, you start making plans. And sure as could be, I made some plans and I just was not able to be right there. But you know, hopefully he's going to be there again next week. You know, maybe I'll have the time to stop in. But the days are getting later, which means more time to be able to fly, and that means more leaves are going to be on the trees, which makes it easier to see when I'm going to crash into something. Not necessarily to avoid it, but just so you could see when I'm gonna hit better. All right, I'm gonna pull off these 6 M2 screws for the roof. I know Mr. Spat likes making fun of my tools, my tools that get the job done still, even though they're not the nicest, newest, most up-to-date thing. All right, there we go, guys. I said it earlier. Look at that stack. Got the ESC up top. Yeah. Vicious, you didn't tell me I had to do that. I wonder if I... Nope, I can already see right now. I'm not going to be able to. I was going to say, I wonder if I could get the... without having to take the camera out, I wonder if I'd be able to reach in there to get this done. And obviously I wasn't. Okay, well that just like fell all over the place. Someone said Lights Out was back, and Rax said he was going to Sundays again and jump on Broccoli FPV. Okay, so Rax is going to jump on Brock, and Lights Out was back. Nice. Oh, dude, it's putting the ES in, and you know, Vicious, you know, now that you say that, that I don't know if all stacks are able to be, okay, I'm going to start over. We're going to rewind a bit. I don't know if all ESCs or 4-in-1 ESCs are able to be, I don't know if they're able to be soldered on the bottom, but this particular one, we're looking at the bottom here, but you guys can see the solder pads right here. Ding, ding, and ding. I could have soldered them to the bottom. I could have, and I should have. But I didn't think about it. You know, it would have been a lot cleaner looking if I was able to do it that way. My next one. This is going to be my basher. Maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I'll say screw it and buy my own player one. Who knows? You know, it's just for some of us, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say some of us, you know, I am one of those, and I'm not afraid to say it. I am one of those ones that, you know, I can't afford a, you know, $80 frame. I can't. You know, so for me to, you know, come on here with you guys right now and try saying, yeah, I'll go ahead and get another one and I'll do it that time. You know, buying an $80 frame is one thing. But then when you're pumping in $125 for a 50 amp stack, you know, that's a lot. You know, that takes a big toll on things, you know, especially, you know, when like I said earlier, you know, I just went back to work on Monday. Okay, can I get one of these out? Heck no. What the hell? Hey Spat, let me borrow your screwdriver. Or your, what is this thing called? Your Allen key. Whew, I can't get that out, and I'm afraid I'm going to strip it out if I try doing it that way. So, I am going to pull off the camera lens protector, and we're going to go backwards. Okay, we're not going to do it that way. We are going to go front ways. Somehow, some way. Guys, I got this thing in here. I got to be able to get it out. I don't recall taking everything off. Maybe I did take it off. I don't know. I can't remember. That was too long ago. We're going to try... Ooh, you know what? I might try and cheat. Yes, I am. Well, I'm going to try one more thing. Hold on. I'm sitting here like I'm trying to do this and do it on camera, but it's a little bit more difficult than I thought. Oh, look at there. Okay, guys, the chin guard down here at the bottom. It's just that perfect of a fucking fit. Okay. The chin guard at the bottom. It's like a mud flap. Right out the bottom. There we go. And I didn't even drop it. Okay, so when that goes back in, there's no cables, no... Okay, perfect. I was making sure when it goes back in that there wasn't going to be anything in the way. Okay, so now we got silver side there. That's there. Okay, there. And I'm trying to find, there's one little spot that's in here that's going to be nearly impossible for me to show. But it is what it is. But it's just, you know, it can't go down offset. It can't. It physically can't. So, but all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to lightly apply a little bit of pressure, and when it's where it has to be, it will fall into place. I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind this thing over here. It goes in on the side. I can't say left side, right side, but there is a sticker down here. And if you put the sticker down, actually I'll leave the sticker side up. Okay, see the sticker here, directly over here, on it would be your guys' top of the screen. That's where the ribbon cable is going to go. So you see the sticker here, ribbon cable up here. And the ribbon cable direction heads towards the center of the camera itself, not to the outside. Yeah, I had a feeling something was off. And if you look in there, I don't know if you guys can pick that up on camera. I'm going to try and get it close. It's not wanting to focus, kind of a little bit. Johnny, if you can see in there, I'm going to grab this Allen key. But if you look in there, you'll see all the connections. But right about here in the middle a little bit, there's a spot that's missing with the connectors. Sorry for not having a better camera for you guys. But you can almost see where the reflection disappears. You guys can see that on the left hand side. Get the reflection back in there, right there. See, it disappears right there. There's a blank spot there, and on your ribbon cable there's also a blank spot as well. That's where that lines up. So now it's just a matter of just getting that in the correct spot. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to angle the back of the cables just a little bit to kind of accommodate the way I'm trying to stick this in here. And it's not the easiest. It's not the easiest at all. It's not difficult, but it's not the easiest. But once it goes into place, it's in place. There. I felt it that time. There, perfect. All done. So it rested up against that spot. And I'm just kind of like brushing my fingernail across it right now, just not rubbing it, but just kind of a little bit of pressure, a little bit of pressure, a little bit of pressure, and then it's all done. Now that that's in place, I'm going to let that sit there, but I'm just going to move this cover, and I have to guess. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. My up and down is not going to matter. Actually, let me look at this side here again. No, it's not going to matter. Okay. Up and down is not going to matter. Your left and right, I guess you could say, because your screw holes, you got a screw here and a screw hole here in the cover. So that's basically the only thing you got to watch out for. So now that's nice and snug and in place. Now right over here somewhere, is my screws. I did say somewhere, right? I'm going to be pissed if I can't find the screws. Zip ties, we could zip tie it. We'll zip tie it together if we have to. But no, they're just little itty bitty screws. And I know I did something with them. I kind of tucked them out of the way so I didn't lose anything. But I guess I tucked them away too well because I don't see them. Right, they're not like jumping out at me saying, "Here I am." But I know I put them somewhere. I just can't think of right where they went. And there's only 2 of them. But all the screws are pretty standard as to what color they are and whatnot, I think. Hey, Spat, can I borrow a couple screws? Oh, I found them. Never mind. I think that's one. I just have to look at the heads. But I have 2 small screws right here. I don't think those are them because they look like they're Phillips. Yes, those are Phillips. Those aren't the right 2 little screws. It is a pain in the ass. It is a pain in the ass, Johnny. I mean, it is, but one thing that this hobby has taught me is patience. Patience on getting, the frame, for example. Just some tools. Yeah. Okay. So when I took this off, I left the back of the camera off. Let me see something. Anybody have a Vista laying around, and they could tell me whether these are the right screws that go in the back of it or not? I'm using the old cover just to see if the cover is a Phillips. It don't look like it because it don't sit flush. So, but yeah, I put the screws on something, in something, but I put them somewhere to where they wouldn't get lost. There's part of me that wants to say, no, that is not it. That is a nylon screw, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is a nylon screw, but we're gonna see. Nope, see, that one's too big. Worst case scenario, I'll glue this thing in place. That's how bad I want to see this thing in the air. Okay, it's not in my bag of wires. Or they're not in my bag of wires. Aha! I think I dumped them in here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I did. I already see them. See, I knew I put them somewhere. I just couldn't remember where I put them. You guys ever have that problem? Alright, well, let's do it this way. Where's my tweezers? I know I put them somewhere. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys. This is the screws I was looking for as soon as I get one back right there. There's one. There's the other. Now, when I told you they were small screws, they were small screws. Or they are small screws. So, but these are just little bits and pieces of other things that other little projects that I have going on, and I don't want to lose these. Alright, there we go. Alright, so those are the little itty bitty screws that are going to go into the back of this thing. So nothing shifted. Johnny, there is an arrow on this back cover as well. It points, I can't say that it points up, because there's, you know, if you got a Cadex Vista and DJI goggles, it's not going to matter whether the camera's face up or face down. Just like in most of the, I guess you could say most of the analog stuff, you can invert your camera once it's already in there. You can invert it and then flip it, however that works. Mirror image, you know, so it goes from the wrong side to the right side, or from the right side to the wrong side, vice versa. So, and guys, I am not tightening these down all the way. Yeah, you lose shit all the time, dude. I know the feeling. Oh, just yesterday, the day before, I was outside looking for my sunglasses. Couldn't find them anywhere. Well, I can't say I couldn't find them anywhere, because I found them eventually. But I was walking all over the fairgrounds where I work and looking for them. I couldn't find them. They were on my eyes. That's the crazy part. They were on my freaking eyes. Okay. So I guess there is a right way and a wrong way to put this cover on. And so I'm just going to let it rotate and see how that works. Okay, now that time I heard a little snap, which is definitely a good thing. But it was a good snap. And I think it was the snap that you want to hear. Like, okay, I'm where I need to be. So everybody, what are your guys' plans for this weekend? What do you guys got going on? We got rain coming Monday, so I am going to try and get in as much fly time as I possibly can before Monday. I've really been considering doing that fly, 3 packs a day challenge that got started a while back. Like I said, really considering doing that, you know, just to improve my piloting skills. So, but there we go. I just snuck it right back in behind underneath what these guys are classifying this thing here as this 3D chin strap. And I'm gonna just start taking screws, same side of course. Put them where they need to go. Use this little itty bitty freaking screwdriver. And guys, the purple things that are on there, it's because the screws that I have, the camera screws, they're a little bit too long. Leaving stream up to help with stream hours, but going inactive, bro. Glad you're streaming. Vicious, man, you know what? I really appreciate that. But I do have to say, you know, you have more understanding behind my head than some others do. I'd probably still be struggling, you know, second guessing myself the entire time on the correct equipment and whatnot, as far as computer equipment, you know. So I do have to thank you for this, you know, and I hope it's coming across your guys' end good. Hope it sounds good. Hope it looks good. You know, I thought about music. I thought about, you know, adding some music in the background, but I have not read YouTube's policy on audio as far as having music. I know that in the FPV Hangouts on Thursday nights, songs can flag the live stream, which causes issues, and, you know, I don't know. I would not know how to fix them issues, so I figure just avoiding creating the issue saves me the trouble of having to worry about it. there we go. Alright, that one's a little snugger than the other side. And Johnny, what I'm going to do is I don't know how you guys determine your camera angle. Oh wait, I'm missing something. Because the screws are too long, I got to stick this little washer spacer thingy in here. That way I don't bottom out the screws before it actually gives it a chance to tighten all the way, or tighten up to the carbon. Okay. So, loosen you a little bit more, loosen you. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of guesstimating. I know that there's probably a method to this. So if I'm like that, it's there. No, it's not 45. I'd say that's good enough. If not, I could always loosen them up and adjust it after, you know, after a couple trials of it, see how it's going to go. Alright. I guess for now, for the pleasure of, you know, how it looks, I'll go ahead and stick this back on, but it is going to be changing. The green is not going to be staying. It's green from the previous build. This camera came out of my Frankenstein 3-inch, my Acrobat Remix frame. Thanks, Johnny. I'm glad to see that. I almost forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot that I had asked. But it came out of my Cadex Vista frame. Or no, what the fuck? It came out of my Acrobat frame. But I kind of used that as a Frankenstein, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just different things out of different pieces of equipment out of different builds, and yeah, that's kind of what happened. So I just went ahead and just took it all out. Alright, so this thing's going to go this way. Because of the extra length I have in here for the camera itself, I'm actually going to go backwards on this. So I'm going to kind of test fit this in place. Woo, shit. Sorry if that was too loud, guys. I was going to say plug your ears, but it was too late. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of test fit this for now, just to kind of see what's what, even with the antenna. So when that goes in, I got enough room here to, yeah, let's see. Okay, grab that, grab you, jam you down in there. I like jamming stuff, like peanut butter. Just kidding. Alright, yes, you're going to go there, you're going to go there. Let's get rid of this zip tie for my receiver for the time being. I stuck that there just only because I know that the screws for this. Oh, that's what this bag was. I forgot. This bag was for the Cadex Vista. I knew that. Alright. So one screw up from the bottom. I have a rubber dampener here. You don't need a dampener with the Vista. It dampens itself. Okay, there's one. Another one. I'm going to put the other one over here. I'm only going to be using 3 of these screws to go up into the Vista. Technically you're not going to need 4, because once it tightens down, it'll balance itself off. But I'm only using these ones simply because I'm putting them like the way that I'm going to be putting them, simply because it'll help keep my receiver wire kind of tucked in a particular spot. So, okay, so you there. Alright, you're out of the way. Dampener. But the dampener is just mainly just going to be used to help keep it up off of to help keep the bottom of the Vista air unit itself up off of the carbon fiber frame, so it's not just resting right on it. And by doing that, it's kind of helping the receiver wire hold a spot of normality, I guess you could say. So we got that there. This is going to go here. So tucking that out of the way for a moment. I'm probably going to have to stick a finger back here to help align the screws. Right here, there. This is where having oriental hands would come in handy. Okay. There, perfect. Alright. Now I'm getting a little bit of wobble at the bottom for something. I'm assuming it's where the... I'm assuming the wobble is where the wire is for my VTX. Or not my VTX, but my RX, my receiver. So... Okay, so I'm going to have, I already know I'm going to have a little bit of extra play here for that. The wire is going to just sit right on top of the ESC. And these green and blue wires that you guys might be able to see right here, and the red wire, those are all for the CADX Vista. I'm just looking right now as far as length and placement. So I'm going to tuck the camera kind of out of the way for a second. This is the cable for, or the antenna for the Vista. That will go right into place. I just need to twist it a little bit, try to twist it, I guess you could say, to help that straighten itself out to where it's going to mount right here. And then I have my electronics are going to get soldered right into there. Perfect. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I cut these off, I did something. I actually thought about something. I don't know why my nose just started running. Holy cow. Now when I cut these off of the Vista, I didn't want to desolder them simply because when I do these, I kind of keep like a standard, Johnny. If you look, I'm gonna try and push this out just a little bit. Let's see if you can see it. But I already know that red's on, you know, I start with red, which is your what is it, VTX power, or not your, what the hell, your VCC. You got red, then black. You can't see the black when the black shielding's gone, but I know that's black, and then green and blue. So when I cut it off, my green and blue wires, I could remember which one was TX, which one was RX. Because I use my OSD from my Mamba stack that would normally go in my analog OSD, but it's actually gonna go into my DJI goggles. So yeah, I'm looking at this here, and it's kind of making me want to, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and shimmy this over just a little bit, just for the sake of viewability for you guys. There you go. I mean, it's not the most up and down camera placement. It's not as professional as some, but guys, I'm working on a budget here. If you want to send me a tip, just, you know, make sure that the tip is something like don't eat yellow snow, I don't want money, stuff like that. Just, you know, give me a nice tip. Like I said, don't eat yellow snow, or don't trust people. So, guys, you're going to hear a little bit of a fire in the background. I'm going to turn my heater up a little bit. There. And I think I can kind of stretch this out just a little bit and kind of reposition, re-angle a little. I don't want to go too crazy. Let me see if I can. What I gotta remember which buttons are what here, because I don't want to completely kill the color of I guess you could say the reflection. I wonder if I actually added some yellow into that, if it would help. No. Okay, that didn't help at all. So I'll just leave it the white, that way at least I can see. But yeah, I guess it's the reflection coming down from the light. What if it was off? Yeah, you could see, but you still can't see as well. And then I can't see as well. Sorry. I will definitely work on that for the future. Like Joshua Bardwell calls himself, "Hi, I'm Joshua from the future." Joshua from the past fucked up. Butane. I need butane. Johnny, wish me luck. I'm filling her up. That was stupid doing that above my face. Trying to feel it. Yep, it's warm. Okay. Let's see if it's getting hot. Yep, it's melting the paste. All right. So, where's my marker? The back of that sticker. So I am gonna take all of these off all at one time. Remove this. So I'm gonna have red, black. Where's the Vista itself? The Vista itself. Actually, let's start that over. We're not gonna do red, black. It's gonna be red, black, green, blue, and that order. All right. So when I go to pull these wires off of the Vista, we're going to know which ones are going to go where, and kind of. So blue is going to be the furthest one away. Tweezers. Got it. And I know there's a way that I can zoom in, but I don't have a 5th and 6th hand. Whew, that's a lot of freaking smoke. I need a battery. Let's do this. Hold on. Dying here. I think between the my heater and that thing, is that too loud? Is that fan too loud for you guys? Hope not. One. Just going to get that right out of the way now. That way it's not sitting up there. There's the green one. Out of the way. On the floor you go. Ooh. Can you see it? Right there. It's going to be hard to see it. You can almost see the little piece of wire right there. That could have made for a bad thing. I can almost still feel more in there, which is kind of scary. Yeah, right there I can see it. Right on the end of the solder tip. That little chunk right there was still stuck on there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That right there. Double check it again. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have the blue on the far end. And I'm hoping I can do this. We're going to go this this way here, so blue's all the way down there. I'm going to spin that around so I don't, there we go. Here. So I'm just going to use my fingernails and then twist. That end's done. I'll do two of them at once, and then I'll do the two longer ones, and then I'll do the two shorter ones. Twist one way, pinch the wire, and roll it back around the other way. And then we'll get them tinned up. Perfecto. Out of the way of everything. Okay, those two are done. View. Let's see here. Just something to just hold those out of the way for a moment. Now I'm hoping when I do this, I'm hoping I will have enough room to solder those. Beautiful. All right. That's done. I shouldn't need any more of these here, because when I took the wire off of the Vista, I left enough on there to solder to. So I'm gonna have to do, how am I gonna do this and still be able to reach? If I stick, I've done this. Just stick the Allen key right through the hole for the mounting screws, and it'll sit there. But the only downside to that is, well, I guess that could work. I just need to use the cable itself to kind of help cheat where it's got to go. But the wires just ain't going to reach all the way there. So I'll use one of the mounting screws. Nope. Can I use you? Finding the right spot and the right one to go where, that's the challenge right now. So it looks like this is how I'm doing it. So tweezers. I'm going to move this back over here a little bit so I can resort to using my light up here. Turn you back on. And I should be able to use my hand there. So I'm going to start with the blue, work away from myself, or work towards my, work away from myself. But I'm going to start with the blue wire, that way as I move the tweezers this way. So I start furthest or closest to me, and then I work myself away. That way the next wires are not getting in the way. And of course the angle of this here is going to be all weird. I guess that's not that bad. Okay, now the black one. I'm halfway there. And then I can button this thing up. Nice. Now a smart man, a smart man would check this before he goes to tighten it down. But I have confidence in my stupidity. I'm not gonna. Although I am gonna try and, due to my lack of room, I'm gonna take this screw, this corner screw out right now. Johnny, what this corner screw does is, right over here, you can see there is a little cover, I guess you could say. The purpose of this cover that I'm trying to take out is to help hold your antenna connector. I don't know what that is. I think, is that a UFL? I'm not sure. But it's to help hold it down. So as soon as I get it off, I'll show you. Okay, well, I guess that's as good as it's going to get right now. That's fine that it's there. I'm looking here. Can you see? Kind of. Alright, I'll bring it up some. Right here, this little clip, it covers right here where your Vista antenna goes, but it helps hold pressure. There's a hole here in the clip. Underneath here is a little pin. It tucks up underneath there, and it gets tightened down right there so it don't get loose on you. So, but right now, I'm just going to take you and try and find the right angle, just to, I guess you could say, for clipping purposes, to snap it in place. Maybe I should have did this before I soldered the wires. Oh, so close. Got it that time. Alright. Now the Vista antenna is in place, or the clip is in place. Now I'm going to take it out from underneath on where the screw hole goes, because I took the screw out. To me, that's easier. So here it is in my hand. I'm going to take it and I'm going to tuck that hole with where the pin goes in first. And I'm just holding it in place, and then over here it sandwiches in between the top layer and second layer, and the second layer is the board. So now it's where I need it to be, close enough to kind of just try and finagle it in place. I don't know the right word, but just trying to get it. There we go. And here's my fat fingers, or my normal size fingers, getting in the way where you guys can't see shit. that's done. So the camera, or the antenna is going to go on top, so I'm going to take the mounting screws and push them down about 3/4 of the way. And this is just the way I'm doing it. I don't know if there's a right way or wrong way, but I push them down there far enough to where it keeps my VTX cable over here. I'm calling it VTX, the CADX Vista, and then it's keeping my RX cable snug down at the bottom, and then I'm just going to kind of like roll it in place where it needs to go. Or I guess you could say where I want it to go, all while maintaining the ribbon cable and keeping that safe. So it looks like the one closest to the outside, that screw was a little bit too high, so I'm using my hand in the back to kind of guide it right now where it needs to go. There, you gotta shift over a little. Okay, now that one's in place. And all I'm doing right now is just wiggling them, just trying to find that sweet spot. It feels like that's where it needs to be. It's just it ain't all. Yeah, there we go. Now it's all the way down. Now for the last screw, the third of the fourth, we're just doing. Remember, we're just doing 3/4 of them. And that one is in place there now. Okay. Now. Okay. Now I have some small washers. I'm not going to use the washers this time. I'm using some of these real small rubber dampeners to go on top of the screw. And then these screws here are so small, oh my gosh. And then a screwdriver. I'm using my finger just to kind of, I guess you could say, hold it like a wrench. And then just screw it down. Other one. Oh, need a dampener first. And I just noticed that I'm missing a, but when I did it the first time, I only had two. Oh no, I found the other screw. Never mind. I'm confusing myself. All right, there we go. Now that's in place. That's in place. I'm looking at the VTX or the RX line at the bottom, making sure that there's no big horrible nothing going on with that. I'm going to put one more. I don't know what I did with the other little dampener. The other dampener must have fell off, but I got more in the bag. There we go. And then the other screw, or nut. Oh, and I am going to attempt this without a capacitor. I don't know if I ever mentioned that before. I do not have a capacitor on here. My capacitor for this stack is right here. Never even put it on. I'm going to give it a try without it to see how it goes. Remember, we're running digital, not analog, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. So, alright, let's take you, give you just a little twist. It helps twist in the, I don't know what you call it. I'm trying to see if there's like a spot that I can't. There we go. Okay. You're down. Alright. Always make sure that you're not pinching any wires, and I happen to see that right there it was starting to pinch. Okay, why is that? Oh, it's it's just not all the way down. Done. That's done. What is that one? Yeah, I just found a screw that just seems like it's not down as far as it should, right here. And where your motor mounts come in handy are the motor mount protectors, or these skid pads. Guys, they are essential. That way you're not landing on your screws and messing up the heads. Okay, so as I'm squeezing it, looking around it, I do not see anything being pinched. Before I put the lid on, how does this one go? It goes this way, wraps around, then there. I'm going to have it this way, so then the battery strap reads that way. Okay. Before I screw this and button it all the way down, this is a part I struggle with. Whoa. I'm going to try and keep the VTX, or the, VTX. I'm going to try and keep the coax cable for the CATX Vista in the center of my ESC, because this 50 amp ESC, this from this Mamba stack here, it has a groove that goes right down the center. Okay, and it looks like I got it. Watch around the front camera cage, easy to pinch there. Yeah, I got that, Spat. I did see those. I did, where I had to put a small loop in the cable itself. That's where that's where my little struggle was just right now. The Vista cable. Let's see here if you can see. I'll use this Allen key here. The Vista cable comes out, and then it comes all the way down, and then it kind of loops around the middle set of screws for the upper plate. And that's where I was just finding that it was trying to get pinched right in there. But other than that, everything's clear from harm. So tonight before the wife goes to bed, I am moving my, what is that thing called? I am moving my Ender 5 out to the living room, taking it out of the bedroom so it's not on while we're sleeping. But I'm going to use the Ender 5 to print the yellow parts. Actually, I'm considering doing a yellow and lime green, and kind of, you know, they're both very the yellow is a very vibrant yellow. The yellow reminds me a lot of the zip ties that are on here right now. What do you mean no? No what? I missed the no. I forgot what I was saying when you said no. You got me double checking wires. Ah, good. Jerk. Guys, I don't care what anybody says about Spat. He is an amazing individual. If you need somebody to spank your butt and tell you a good game, I don't think he's your man, but he is a good guy. Oh shit, you know, I just now remembered one thing that I didn't remember until just now. And I do not think I have needle nose pliers out here to do what I need to do. Well, I guess it really won't matter, because I mean it's snug. When I was out here the other day and I put my when I put the build together, I forgot to tighten down and at least get some of the M3 screw into the nylon part of the nut. So I'm gonna look and see now if if I can I get hold of it? No, I will have to use needle nose to do that. So guys, needless to say, that's it. It's all buttoned up right now. In all reality, technically, I can take my battery and... Now, is my battery top or bottom mount? Yeah, it's a top mount. I put my battery on top. So, the only thing I got left to do now is take the, get some of that God sticky battery shit, put it on top, print off some parts, and that's it. Spat, if you're in here, does Brock have a, does he have a, more of a 45-degree camera or VTX or CADX Vista mount, as far as the antenna? I mean, I know I can always go on and check real quick, but yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna go. Oh, I didn't know if I was gonna go live tonight or not. I came out here in my damn slippers and everything. Good thing I got pants on. But guys, that's it. It's put together. Johnny Blaze, there you go. This is the player one. Trying to keep the diatone right there on top. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I am going to do this. One more thing. Is it hot yet? No? There we go. Now it's going to get hot. I noticed that more and more and more I use my straps. And I don't know if this is normal. I don't know if it's just me that I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and angle this to where you guys can see this. Hopefully you guys can see, but you guys can, I don't know if you guys are able to see how it's kind of fraying a little bit. It's kind of getting, what do you call it, little loose strings, I guess you could say. You know, here's one right here. It's doing the same thing over here. I'm going to heat up my soldering iron. This is not your typical Race Day Quads battery strap. This one's got like a little bit more of a leathery feel to it. I personally feel like it's a little stronger. So all I'm going to do is, there it's tight there, and just melt it. I'm just melting the fabric or the fibers. I mean, it's going to break off, but I'm just melting it instead of trying to pull on it and rip it off. I'm just running the soldering iron around it just to kind of, you know, I guess you could say, heat the fibers up to each other. Almost doing like a hot leather punch. There. That's it. Player one done. The only thing left to do now is plug. I mean, because I really didn't mess with the electronics. I would feel safe to just plug a battery in and take this thing up in the air. That's me. But the only thing left to do at this point is grab the goggles, stick a battery in it, and go. That's it. I forgot I had another camera over here that was plugged in and didn't even use it. Well, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me while we completed this player one build. I was going to make it a two-part. Spat talked me into making it a 1.2 part. I was going to build just do a live video, put the frame together. Then the next video was going to be putting the electronics in. And then after that, the next video was going to be flying it. But I got talked into making it, putting the frame together and then sticking the, you know, what the electronics that I had in it. I could have ran the Vista, but the wire wasn't long enough for the to go from the camera to the air unit. So it still turned out to be a 2-part video. All right. Let's see here. You're this one. Number 1, 3, 2. All right. That's right. That's right. That's right, and that's right. Okay. So, yep, I'm going to try these HQ props tomorrow. I kind of flew around line of sight I want to say it was last weekend, or it was like Saturday or something. I took it outside. I couldn't wait anymore. I just wanted to see this thing in the air. So I took it, put it up in the air, did a line of sight flight, just to see how it did. Check, see how punchy it was. And I tell you what, the thing feels floaty. With a regular 4S battery, it feels floaty. I'm gonna mute you guys for just 1 second here. Hold on. Alright. The screwdriver gets kind of loud, and then when the table starts banging around, I mean, this thing look, well, watch. It picks up all the noise. So I didn't want to blow out your eardrums with that. But guys, that's it. It's put together. That's what she's gonna look like. It's gonna be a top mount. Got to get some stuff printed up tonight. For what you guys are gonna see that I'm gonna end up printing up is the underlay of the Player One symbols. A new camera lens cover. VTX. I call it a VTX mount in the back, but it's your antenna mount. The antenna mount, it's hard to get at this angle, but it's holding my what is this here? This is my R9mm. It's holding that and the Vista antenna all in one. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of hard to see at that angle, but down here there is actually a slit. Let me see. Actually, let me look up here. Well, no. Yeah, we'll just go back to this one here, number 2. See if I'm on the wrong, if I hit the right hotkey. Alright, perfect. Alright, it's darker. Great. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a slit in the, what is it, 3D print. Jesus. There's a slit there, so you can, pull that open and put my R9mm in there, or Crossfire, or whatever the case may be, any Immortal T style antenna. But I'm gonna get that printed off. I like these. I like how it's black and green. But you know what? I'll print them, but I'm gonna print the yellow, but I'm gonna rock these for a little bit. But I'm gonna try. I want to try and do a 2-tone yellow and green. That's going to be my theme. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with a yellow and green theme. I'm going to do lime green and yellow. Lemon lime. See how that works. Lime green, yellow, and black. And whatever color my lights are. I think they're red. I forget. I think they're red, though. So, but guys, that's it. Let's see here. Let's make it all official. Let's make the ending the ending. But that's it. I mean, you guys stuck around with me throughout this thing here. We going to see the flight edit by Sunday? Yeah, you're definitely going to see the flight edit by Sunday. As a matter of fact, I might, because, I mean, those of you guys that watch some of my videos, the girls across the street, they have a, I guess you could say, like, just a straight oval dirt bike track, bunch of trees. I might go over and mark the tree that I'm going to wrap this thing around. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, you'll see something. You'll definitely see something. Johnny, I mean, it's a nice looking frame. I just seen your comment there. Watch around the front cage here. Okay, easy to pinch. It's a decent frame. It's not very, very heavy. Spat knows all. One of these days, I'm going to do a live video, and I'm going to, I guess you could say, open up to you guys and explain to you guys a little bit more about what's actually going on in here, and, I don't want to say why it's so easy for me to forget a lot of words and terminology and whatnot, but I got a lot on my mind. I'm stressed out, so it's like making everything worse. But kind of open up, you know, kind of like why I like FPV and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But Spat knows all of the specs on there. The specs might be on the Facebook page, but it's not a heavy frame, but it's definitely beefy. Stuff has been cut out where it needs to be cut out, but the carbon fiber is left in places where it needs to be to maintain its structural integrity. I just sounded really fucking smart there for a minute, and for those of you that caught that, I do apologize. But it's when I was flying it around, just line of sight, just giving it like just little blips with the throttle, and you know, just little quick punches. It seems like you can really sling this thing around. All of my flights are 4S, or all of my batteries are 4S. You know, so it's, you know, so I'm going to be running 2450 kVs or 2400 kV motors. Like I said, I'm going to be using these 4-blade HQ props. I don't know if I might be able to see what size these things are, but I know that there's not a big variety of the 4-blade. I can see the number, but I can't read the number. They look like 455. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Well, maybe. I might be able to tell. Hold on. These are 455, so 5T 455. I don't. Oh, yep, you guys can't see that. I just took my Sharpie and went over it and then smeared it off of the smooth part, and the Sharpie only stuck to the letters. So, but they are HQ 4-blade. I'm looking for the bag. Oh, I might be wrong. Maybe they're not HQ. These look like, let's see here. Let me, was it number 3? This is the bag that they came in, if I'm not mistaken. These are T5 greens. And no, and they're T-motor. If I'm holding the right bag, that's what these are. So, I'm trying to angle that for you to get rid of some of that. Golly, this is hard to focus. How about that? Okay, I definitely suck at this. These are T5147-1 green. And like I said, if this is the correct bag that those props came in, those are the bags that I pulled them out before I put them on here. Let me see up here if I got another set in a bag. No, those say orange. Those say orange. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the only ones I got for right now. Turning the heater back on. All right. But that's it. She's put together. Like I said, I'm going to go inside and I am going to move a couple of printers around and get the one that I'm going to use out in the living room tonight. So while it is on, it's not on while we are sleeping. I'm trying to adjust this to kind of get it in the, there we go. But that way it's not on in the bedroom while we're trying to sleep. We made that mistake once of leaving the printer on in the bedroom while we were trying to sleep, and that was crazy. So, you know, I'm sitting here looking at this. It almost looks like watermelon. The pink and green. These are for different builds, though. I just happen to have these colors sitting right here, and just looking at them, how flashy that would be. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You guys look at the reflection here in a second as I twist it. I'm trying to watch it, and you guys can see the reflection in the lights. That's how smooth that Ender 5 prints some of this stuff. Ridiculously smooth. Yeah, I mean, it's just blingy all the way. But guys, that's it. I'm going to take off. What time is it? I might go inside and kill some bitches in the video games. I don't know. Maybe I'll just... No. Move printers. Start printing. Make sure everything's going good. Go to bed. That's my plan. That way I can get up early, get this thing in the air, and see how she flies. So when I do that video, I'll probably put more of a description on exactly what I have in here. I'll put some links as to where I got what, or where I would say go ahead and get this stuff from. But that's it. Player 1 done. Spat. Love you, brother, man. Thank you. So, guys, thanks for hanging out. You guys have a good one. Later. Johnny, man, thanks for being so awesome, man, and hanging out. As a matter of fact, you know what, Johnny? Oh, you are. Never mind. Okay. Oh, I could put you in I could put people in a timeout. What? I didn't know I could do that. Who else is in here? Who else was? I seen one guy that was in here a while back. Where is he at? I'll be damned. I did not know I could put somebody in a timeout. That is cool as shit. Alright, guys. I'm going to go show this to my wife. I'm going to get out of here. Turn the heater off. Turn everything off out here. And, until then, what number is that? 4? 5? 5? Yeah, number 5. Hotkey number 5 takes me to the ending screen. Guys, thanks for coming in. Some of you guys have been really, I don't want to say faithful. You guys have been really, I can't think of the right word. Sorry. But you're constantly in here. You're constantly hanging out with me. It feels good knowing that there's people that are, I'm not saying devoted or dedicated, but it feels good, you know, just having a couple people just to come in here and chill and hang out with. For that, I thank you guys, and I appreciate you. So, until next time, guys, take it easy. Look forward to seeing that. Mr. Spat, I'm always in timeout. Love it. Until next time, or at least until the